What's up, Sunday fam? Welcome back to another video, and this week we are going to talk about the new K-drama LUCA The Beginning.
Ooh, I just found out what LUCA actually means.
What does LUCA actually mean?
Last universal common ancestor. And what does that really mean? It's, based off of human evolution, Charles Darwin's, theories of human evolution, that we all come from something and we evolve into, who we are today. And it's very fitting for this type of drama. Sci-fi, thriller, mystery, lots of action. How far can science truly go in its experiments to evolve humanity?
And this subject is very fitting for the show because we don't know what's happening in either. I mean, obviously going into this show, I knew that there was some aspect of superpowers or some kind of fantastical element to this, but I still don't know what exactly is going on. We know that Hanure is on the police and she's investigating something, and Gio comes from like a human experiment that had gone wrong, and throughout his life he's been using his powers, losing his memories, not knowing where he comes from exactly. And then on the other side there's this like scientific research lab that is
also tied to some religious cult, that I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, they're hunting him down. They want him back just to kind of replicate the success of his results. I mean, now I will appreciate the play on his name, Gio, which romanizes to Z-O, which is the jar that he comes from, right? We saw in the scientist's office a whole bunch of jars filled with fetuses. They're all, demarcated by Z and then a number, and then the one that's missing is Z-O. Gio.
What I do appreciate about this drama so far is that it doesn't stray away from what might be the reality between right or wrong. He comes from zero memory. Every time he uses his powers, he loses his memories. He's losing a little bit more of his humanity. But they don't shy away from the part of whether he's good or bad yet, because every time he does something, he could either kill innocent people or kill whatever that's around him without him actually knowing that he's doing that. But they're not labeling him as that common trope of an anti-hero who is in need of rescuing. He has no idea what he's doing, whether it's bad or wrong.
And I appreciate this as well. I mean, the morality behind this person, Gio, is very ambiguous. On one side, he's like a witness to a murder and they need him, to kind of provide his testimony to this murder. On the other side, they're hunting him down. And then caught in the middle is Hanure and Gio, and Gio's trying to regain his memories or just trying to figure out his place in the world. And Hanure is trying to figure out what he has to do with her parents and her past. There's three sides here and three narratives working in parallel or in tandem with each other, and this causes a lot of convolution.
And it causes a lot of hurt. Hanure herself is just getting beat up to death in every fight that she's in the past couple of episodes. In the first two episodes, she's just getting beat up everywhere she goes, whether Gio is there or some of these dark mystical figures that's hunting him down. Being part of this police force, nobody else gets hurt but she does. Maybe she just sticks her neck out where she's not supposed to, but she's just getting beat up to a pulp everywhere.
Yeah, she can't catch a break. She gets hit by a truck. She gets hit by a car. She almost gets hit by a train. And, constantly gets hit by other people's fists and kicks. And, she shows some gusto when she's fighting, but it's obvious, like, she is out of her depth.
On top of all of the mystery and the thriller aspects of the show, like, I'm still kind of a little confused, or I might be interested in Gio's actual powers. Like, what kind of experiments were being done on him? And, Hanure's parents are connected because they're scientists, so there's this big, connection. There's this web of mystery and connections between all of these scientists that were involved in these experiments. And it seems like Gio has some kind of electrical power, like an eel, so every time he feels threatened, a defense mechanism happens, and he pretty much electrocutes anything that's around him. And so that's pretty cool. It's almost like superhuman mutant strength or something like that, but there's definitely some humanity that's being put in here with his character.
Now, the crux of this show is obviously that this research lab wants to recreate this this ability within humans. They want to evolve humanity and, you know, bring us up to speed with technology. And there's this scientist who's, of course, is at the forefront of that. And so they need Geo to come back so that they can do more research and the investors are happy. And on the other side, the police are just trying to solve a case, really. So far, you know, it's dragging a little bit. It's a slow burn for me. They're really front loading the mythos here, and you know, a lot of these episodes are dialogue heavy, and we're not getting much development. I know that we'll get there eventually, but it's a tough sell for me whenever they do front load all of that dialogue.
I'm gonna have to pass on this one because I've already seen 3 episodes, and although the plot is a little bit interesting, I'm really intrigued by the scientific experiments and whether there's some romance that's gonna be budding between Hanare and Geo. I just don't feel
Still
it.
a better romance than Twilight.
I just don't feel it. Like I really want to like this show, but I'm gonna have to skip it.
Yeah, I'm in agreement here. There are a lot of shows left out there to explore. If it doesn't catch us, you know, it's really tough for us to just stay with it and stick with it. But, you know, you guys can always leave it in the comment section down below. Try to sell it. If you think, or if you know something that we don't, that this show is just bound to get better, leave your comment in the section below and try to sell it to us. But other than that, I think we are passing on this one.
There are so many K-dramas coming out soon, especially Sissyphus, Vincenzo, The Moon Rises for You. Oh my goodness, I'm so hyped for those K-dramas as well.
But in any case, that'll do it for our first impressions of LUCA The Beginning. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And if you're new, subscribe to our channel. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we post new videos. And yeah, we'll see you next time.